You're listening to Goons, Games, and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
Google Stadia is dead.
Yeah,
That's a show. All right, well, that's all the news we got. Listen to us next time at the Angry Goon Show. No, okay. So, a few things have happened since the last episode. Like Google Stadia officially dies despite literally months ago that they said, "Oh, it's not going to die. Don't worry. No one worry. No one worry."
Yeah,
So it's not dead.
It's fine.
It's fine. And we got some other juicy stuff, but I just want to get that out of the way. And also, if you take a look at our thumbnail, if you're watching this live, it's a card game. It is not. The imagery is from a respectable Kirby card game that got taken down unjustified. So, but we'll get to that. Anyway, remember, like, comment, subscribe anywhere you listen to us, and remember to get to 1,000 subs on YouTube so we make pennies on the dollar. Also TikTok so we can maybe live stream on there. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, because we like the ratings and it'd be really nice. Follow us on Instagram because we post funny stuff and clips and stuff. Facebook for old people, Twitter for new people, and Discord because we want to talk to you.
I think I'm muted.
Oh, God, no. Wait, no, you should be no, you should.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, here you go. Don't scare me like that. Your bar
It's just like really quiet.
Oh, I'll just that's weird. I'm just gonna. There we go. Now you're maxed out. So we're gonna hope that. But luckily I did most of the talking there. So.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Google Stadia. It's
dead.
Yeah, it's dead. It is shot in the ground.
Congratulations, gamers. We did it.
I don't think anyone was. I mean, I don't think anyone was actively rooting for Stadia to die, but they kind of just brought it upon themselves because, Google just doesn't know what to do anymore with things other than Google.
Yeah.
Like, it's really sad. I was also reading. I didn't put it up as an article, but some dude has like, I think it's like 6,000 hours in Red Dead Redemption and on Stadia, and he's like begging them for a way to transfer the save file.
Good.
I mean, it's one person, but apparently, people are recommending use a thing called Google Takeout. I thought it was a food delivery service, but apparently, it's like a way to rip files from games or something. So
right,
that's like his only avenue. But apparently, Ubisoft is at least like playing ball. They're like, yeah, we'll help work. We're gonna figure out a way to get your games onto Ubisoft, and like then you'll own it there, which is a really weird Ubisoft move because usually they suck with these kind of things.
Yeah, yeah, they're on top of it. Bungie's like, Bungie, I mean, doesn't really have anything to worry about because Destiny's cross save anyway. But they're like trying to help out, I guess, with whatever.
Right. I genuinely feel bad for these players. I mean, they literally picked the one service to die. It's like, I was reading that people who actually used it enjoyed it a lot for those who like didn't want to commit to a console, and like the streaming was like easily the best out of all of them, which
right,
it's Google. So like they had to have been, they're multi-billionaire, but somehow they just completely dropped the ball. I'm not sure if it has the meme in here. So apparently there's this guy. Wait, is it Phil Harrison? It might be Phil Harrison. He's apparently worked on like the 3 biggest gaming failures. First he worked on the, it was like the PS3 to Xbox One to Stadia. Like, you're like, why do we keep hiring this person?
Get him out of there.
But also, so here's a cool thing that Stadia is literally giving like full refunds to software and hardware. The only thing they haven't been giving refunds for is like their subscription service, because I guess they're like it was Phil Harrison.
You already paid for that,
right? You already paid for that, but like it's really surprising that they're actually giving refunds to the hardware. Like, you don't have to return anything; you just get a money for it because you own it.
And then it just sits there like a brick. It does nothing.
Yeah, really. I mean, I
guess you could use it for like Netflix and stuff still, but
I don't think so. The store shut down already.
As long as you have it installed, I assume. Already.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's an overglorified streaming stick.
I mean, I guess that's an odd way to positively spin it.
Right.
But so my thought here is that they made so little money off of it that refunding is not going to hurt them. That's like,
right.
It's like if they made like tens of millions on the hardware, they probably wouldn't want to give all that back. But if it's like, I guess in Google's case, tens of thousands, if that, which is like, a drop in the water to them. I mean, it does help, it does help soothe the wound, I'd imagine.
Right.
So, needless to say, I was hoping we were going to do like a death review of it. Like we just buy it now and then we just review it.
Have a montage like they do for like the Emmys.
Oh, right.
Like, all right, roll the clip. It's just black and white.
And yeah, it cuts the store offline. It's just because we can't. If we bought it right now, we literally couldn't do anything. You can't download anything anymore. They just immediately shut it off.
Yeah, they just pulled the plug. They're like, "Yep, goodbye."
And so, in a way, understand the decision. Even though they have billions of dollars to make it a better service, they completely screwed over game developers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was people making games for this system.
Right. And they literally announced we weren't told about this at all, and we were supposed to have a game come out in November. That's such a that's terrible.
That's insane.
What I don't understand is why couldn't they have just had them sign an NDA for if you're developing for Google Stadia, I would have put it in there anything we tell you that's in part of Stadia's future plans you can't discuss with people.
Right.
But I said that isn't the case. Literally everyone found out, including game developers, and they're hit the hardest because now, because apparently it was really easy to develop a game for Stadia. And now, and now it's now I got to put it elsewhere, which, you can't just, and it's hard to just especially if it was just going to go to Google Stadia.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, it looks like Dead Island 2, Skull and Bones, the new Destiny expansion, and then the new Resident Evil Gold Edition were all slated to come out for it.
Not Skull and Bones.
Keep in mind, the Resident Evil game literally comes out in 3 weeks. Jeez.
Also, keep in mind that Skull and Bones got delayed for a 5th time. And they
anybody excited for that game? Just lose all hope.
Get excited for anything else, new a new season in the world, fall. Get excited for that over Skull and Bones. That thing's gonna be a hard dumpster fire.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I didn't look into it. How much is Google Stadia? How much?
It was 100, I think, for it.
Including the
I remember I wanted to buy one just as an archaic relic for the future. But I don't think you can anymore. I'm pretty sure they turned off orders for it.
Well, we could try Stadia Pro free for a month. Yeah.
It's so terrible.
And I thought that why do you
I want this I want the system. Show me this system.
I thought it's just the console, or no? There's a plugin, right? I could have sworn you could have just.
There's a console and a controller,
right? But I thought you could have just played it from the Chrome.
Yeah, I think the console is just a Chromecast, to be honest.
Yeah, which, that's not really a console. It's just, I guess. Well, yeah, that was just how they got it onto a TV. If you didn't have Chromium.
Yeah, it came with a Chromecast Ultra and the controller.
It looks like you can trial any game on here for between 30 and 90 minutes. So I'm going to trial My Little Pony, A Maritime Bay Adventure. And, we're going to see what I get for the 30 minutes. Yeah, I didn't really get. You think Ubisoft's pissed? Because they had a deal with them since the beginning to get
Oh, everything was coming out for their system. Well, it's heartbreaking.
It's hard. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to put it. I mean, it's heartbreaking for, the developers, and I guess the 8 players that were actively using this.
Right.
And then I was also reading there's like a rumor that Hideo Kojima was like he pitched to make the sequel to Death Stranding exclusive to Stadia, but they turned it down purely because he wanted only single player and no multiplayer aspect to it.
Right.
Which, I mean, how believable do you think that is?
I don't know. I think is Hideo Kojima, I think, has tweeted out that he plays on it, like on his Twitter. He's like taking pictures and like showing him playing on it. So I mean, if he really liked it, I guess so, but I don't see why he would want to do that other than like doing it for PlayStation or Xbox. Like they're
Right.
definitely gonna make more money that way.
Right. I mean, unless Stadia had like a really good, financial package or incentive to.
Oh, I'm sure they do. It's still Google. They still have unlimited money.
Well, or we thought they're like super hard penny pinching as of recently, and they're like,
It kind of makes sense now, right? Why they did that like a week ago or whatever, because they're probably like, well, we're gonna take a huge hit refunding everything from this, so sorry guys, you gotta go.
I think the CEO, like that was like a week ago when they announced like when there was like a memo to all the employees and stuff, like, hey, we're like kind of cutting back, and the CEO is just like, wait, Stadia still exists? No,
right.
No, that's not. No, it doesn't.
Oh, no. We're cutting back on that too. Pull the plug. Go ahead, hit the red button.
Well, should we let people know? Yeah, we're letting everyone know.
After we do it.
After we do it. I can see that. Let's see here. Yeah, Bungie said, we learned about Stadia shutting down and have begun conversations about our next step for our players. We will announce and send out information regarding Destiny 2 Stadia accounts. Regarding Stadia 2 accounts, once we have a plan of action. So I guess it's not just as simple, but like you said before, but they're definitely trying something. Hitman, or was that? That's IO Interactive. They're also trying to get your save files, like off of the game.
Right.
The thing is, like, I wonder if, like, are they going to be screwed and having to buy another copy, or I guess a real copy.
Right. Or are they going to like give them $60 or whatever to go buy it wherever they want?
Right. I mean, like, it would be nice if IO Interactive did that, but it's also understandable if they didn't. Like, it's not their responsibility to. But at the same time, I mean, technically the player would be at a net loss, or I mean, not net loss. They would equal out, because if Google Stadia is refunding everyone and you bought that game even at, let's just say full price, then you could just, like, if you still have the save file, you could just buy the game again with that refund,
Right.
But, but it probably isn't as cut as dry as that. So, yeah, but now
the refunds will all be in Google Play Store credit.
Yeah, exactly. Hope you own an Android, idiot, because
yeah, that's the worst thing too. Like, people with iPhones is like, what am I doing with this?
What am I gonna do with it? You're gonna get a Pixel, you moron.
Yeah.
Nah. Although I've heard the Pixels I heard the recent Pixels weren't that great, but I've heard Pixels as a line are really good phones.
Pixels are amazing, yeah. The problem is they just like haven't been like changing much about them, and they keep releasing new phones.
Okay, so like I think I mean, this is like more of our tech talk. I think to that point, get over it. I don't think every phone needs to be revolutionary. I just don't.
Right.
I think we're spoiled, and like the new phone has to have a crazy new gimmick. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It like I really like the new iPhone came out, and like there's the whole dynamic island, which is cool, but it's like I have the previous model. I don't need the upgrade. And
and who's ever going to use that other than the select group that it's targeted towards?
It's like at some point they're gonna just make a camera that can get every pixel of my skin, and that's great. But I'm not a camera a snob. I don't. If it works, it works for me. I just use it for memes at this point, and like huge close-ups of my face where it looks disgusting, and I just send that to my significant other. It's like a kind of a mouth breathing moment.
Right.
So yeah, that's I'm just saying, like, I really hate that whole like, oh, there's something new revolutionary about the new phone. Like, Okay, well, I'm not expecting this to be like a spider or like 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 I don't know, grow legs or just
Right.
be so.
It's not gonna float in the sky and take selfies for me by itself.
Wow, Derek, it's weird you brought that up because Snap tried that with the drone. Remember? And
Yeah, look how well that worked out.
honestly, like the next big, well, for iPhones, it's USB-C, which they're gonna be forced to do. But like, I just want to get to a place where phones are like purely 100% waterproof. Like I'm
Right.
talking like
They like self-seal if they
right.
like detect water or something. Like, doesn't the Apple Watches do that? Don't they like have a waterproof system where if it
Yeah,
like detects water, it locks up like all the holes and stuff like that?
yeah, and then it'll like I've had it done before, and it'll kind of give out the beep like, hey, it was water detected. You have to take these steps to get the water out, and it's like you just turn the crown, and it just like shoots out. It's pretty impressive. And then there's the watch Ultra that like you can apparently dive with, which I would never trust. I would never wear a watch diving. Like what if it
Right.
falls? What if for some reason it lets go? Like he just cool. Now I'm in the bottom of the ocean, and there goes my watch. What we're talking about, Google
Right.
Stadia, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Sorry, yeah. Well, it's all tech. Google Pixel. It all relates.
Right. It
Uh,
all comes full circle.
Yeah, it all comes full circle. Um, yeah, so this just goes along the trend of Google just starting something and then a few years later just dropping it horrifically.
Yeah, they did that with their new Chromebook, right? Coming out or something like that.
Yeah, the Pixel Book. The Pixel Book.
Oh, Pixel Book. That's
Yeah,
right. That was like their new line for it.
right. They made a Pixel one, and like apparently it was a really good laptop. And then they were like, they were almost done with the second one. They were like, no, never mind. We need to cut costs.
Right.
And the only reason they're doing it is because they're not seeing as much growth as they expected. So they're still growing.
Right. It's just not as
Right.
ginormous as they want.
Yeah, it's like
Which get over it.
Right.
You have like Google company net worth.
Don't
Ready
look
for
at
this
it.
ridiculous number. $1,420 billion. They couldn't even make up a number to like extend it past billion.
And you're telling me with all that money they couldn't make Stadia a good system?
Right. A good system.
They
were in it. They held their own for a good while. Like there was, I thought that thing would have died after like a year.
True.
And for them to get it going like for 4 years and actually get like good games on it, like they tried, I guess.
Didn't after the first year they shut down, or it might have been like 6 months. They just shut down the first studio, or the only studio they had like dedicated for it.
Right. They had the studio that was like making exclusives, and they made like Doodle Jump Pro or whatever, and that was kind of it.
Oh, Stadia. And also, like, remember, you had to pay a subscription to use it, and then you still had to purchase games to stream, which was like the whole problem. It's like, okay, well,
right. It was a money pit.
Yeah, it was like a huge money pit because they just clearly did not understand. Or I'm sorry, what is his name? Philip. He just doesn't understand video games. Apparently,
yeah.
I don't know what he did with the PS3. Like that part kind of confuses me. But the Xbox One was a total flop. And this is a flop. So
yeah,
like I don't know what ideas he's putting out, or like he's probably like the guy who you're at the table. He's just like, what if the console had to be online all the time? No, that's a bad idea. No, we're doing it. And Xbox One flopped. Okay. What about Stadia? What if you had to pay a subscription to use it and then pay for the games as well? Sir, no, that's we're doing it. Like.
Yeah, okay. This guy just has a shtick about always being online and connected to the internet, I guess. It's like, no, we'll die if we're not connected, all right?
He like goes home, he like, he punches in a keypad, and it just like this wall opens up, and it's like his wife in like in a robot suit that's like connected to the wires. Hello, honey. It just only internet, like internet or die. It's kind of like a Mr. Freeze situation. Where she was like frozen because he couldn't get because of dying of some like rare disease. I pictured that, but his wife is just like has to be connected to the internet or she dies. So I'm back. I'm going to investigate it. It's going to be our first journalism piece. We're going to wherever he lives. So that's where we're going next.
Ooh, he was also the executive director of Atari, which he
Oh my god. Oh god, no.
This guy is a menace. Nobody let them near
this guy is
gaming company.
Literally
Seriously.
a villain. He literally is a villain. Someone hires him to get inside these giant studios and companies to take him out from the inside.
So in 2008, he was part of Atari. He made that thing self-destruct. In 2010, he had this other cloud gaming service called the Gaikai. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming it's dead, though. 2012, he joined Microsoft and made the Xbox One. And then in 2015, he left Microsoft. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy is just going around murdering things.
Just murdering these companies with terrible ideas and
yeah.
Just, oh my god. And then remember a few months ago, we talked about how like Stadia was like selling its like technologies. Remember that? That was probably the beginning of that should have been the first sign. I think we spoke about that.
Right. I think that's the craziest part is that like it was like 2 months ago we covered that. Right. And they were like, no, we're not shutting down Stadia, guys. Don't worry. We're still good. And now here we are, and they're like, yeah, JK. It's gone.
Well, their words were, yeah, it just didn't get the traction we were expecting it to. It's like, I wonder why. I still like that Philip guy just sits in his chair, like twirling his fake mustache.
Yeah.
Another successful launch. Dude, we should look into it. I'm sure he's working for the new Atari. The one that
Oh, that thing's still alive. That thing outlived the Stadia, dude. What was that thing called? The Atari.
He's probably also a part of the was it Soldier Boy? No, wait, maybe it was Soldier Boy. Yeah.
Oh, the Ouya.
Yeah. Oh god, the Ouya. Oh, I forgot about that, man. Yeah, he's definitely a sleeper agent for someone who hates video games. Like 100% confirmed.
Yeah, he just wants to see the world burn, and that's it.
And then, so apparently now, I mean, they're dispersing the employees to other parts of Google, and then also somehow going to make use of this technology. I don't know what they possibly could do in their other like services for it. You know, like how are you gonna make this?
I don't know.
But don't worry, apparently at some point AT&T allowed customers to stream Arkham Knight for free by using Stadia's tech as like a demo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
good for them.
Here, try out this game for a system that's about to die.
Yeah.
When was this?
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Okay, this is October of last year, so at least they got their kick. You know, they got what they wanted out of it.
They got to enjoy it before it was taken away.
God, I wish we had one. I would love to. I wish I knew the joy of like getting home and opening up
pressing a button and waiting for it to buffer for 40 minutes.
Well, apparently theirs it didn't. That's what made it great, according to the users.
Right.
Apparently, but you know, no one will ever know. Well, I can't wait for the YouTube documentaries like weeks from now. Like, what happened? You know, it's like, you know, and like
where did it all go wrong?
Yeah, where'd it all go wrong? And it's just a 2-second video. It just cuts to a picture of the Philip guy.
Yeah.
Where did it all go wrong?
Bill Harrison, enemy to the gamer nation.
Phil Harrison. But if you're a fan, we'd love to have you on the podcast and talk about your highlighting achievements. Phil, yeah. Well, in fact, we'll take anyone. Here's a dog.
Bark.
Thank
you, dog.
Okay. Thank you. All right. What's next? What do we got next? Ubisoft, Bungie's at work Stadia. Blah blah. We were talking about that. Blah. A lot of this was Stadia. Oh yeah. I thought it was just funny. I mean, it's not really gaming related, it's just more tech. But Bruce Willis is selling his likeness to a firm that basically makes deep fakes, and so that way, like, there'll be an AI version of Bruce Willis to be in movies and commercials without him actually being in said movie and commercial. I think that's pretty insane. Well, he can't act anymore because of memory issues. Like, I feel bad for him. But this is smart. I'm sure he if you in the article I sent you, like, that's a real trailer without him. But which is kind of insane. Like, if you didn't read the article, I would have just kind of assumed it's him.
Right, he was there.
Yeah, kind of like a Paul Walker kind of a situation, right? Remember? Then they like
yeah, they like green screened his face in. Which, I mean, like, it's cool in places, but like, I don't know. Do we always need Bruce Willis and stuff for the rest of eternity?
Yes, the answer. See, this is why I think it's awesome, because I want him to be like a cameo in every movie. So like, somehow like a multiverse like level of Bruce Willis that like all these different movie worlds connect because Bruce Willis just shows up. Like, you know, like what if like in the middle of John Wick, he's just like at a coffee shop and like this, it doesn't say anything, but this digital twin Bruce Willis just like drinking coffee. Meanwhile, in like the next Godzilla movie, Bruce Willis is like, you know, one of the army people, you know, like I just want like a movie universe is connected by this one.
Bruce Willis multiverse.
Yes, make it happen. That's why this is awesome. And I'm really curious if anyone will actually use this like technology. I mean, granted, this Russian commercial did, but you know, I just want to see him like in movies he just has no business in, like maybe like in Star Wars or like oh my God, use this for Orange Tube. Yes, they use that. Make a cameo, replace someone's face with his.
Yes,
I would love
perfect.
How much would you pay to have? Wait, could we get Bruce Willis on here with a deep fake?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how expensive it is.
Right. I gotta assume tens of thousands.
Right.
I mean, I'm not sure how much actors are generally paid for commercials. I'd assume it's gonna be less than whatever they're generally paid because it's just his likeness, unless it blows up and everyone wants to use it. And this could arguably start a trend for other actors to sell their likeness.
Right.
You know, like at some point someone's gonna sell the likeness for Betty White.
Probably.
Or
I
like,
believe it.
Yeah, you know, I'm just saying. Let's see here. Oh, cool. All right. This is a terrible news for the internet. Overwatch 2 voice chat, it might be recorded.
Oof.
Not good.
Watch your profanity.
In a detailed Blizzard blog post, the system will use a speech-to-text tool to transcribe a voice recording, and will delete the clip once the transcription is complete. So, so the good news, right, is that they don't save the actual audio recording.
Right.
The bad news is that there's a text file, and I don't trust speech-to-text tools. So, like, what if I'm like, God, I hate that truck, and for some reason it picks it up with an F. You know, like that. Oh, you said it. Like, no, I didn't. Did you listen? But remember, you should always report disruptive behavior, especially if you're a baby. Like, I'm sorry. I have so little empathy for like people who feel, what's the word? I don't want to say
attacked.
Yeah, attacked
online.
Yeah,
attacked video games.
Yeah, attacked online. When a game always provides a way to mute people, like. It's one thing. It's one thing to be griefed where like you can't do anything. Like maybe like everyone's like ganging up on you, your teammates, and you can't move. That's annoying.
Right.
But like
maybe you live in a cow universe and someone ties you up and sends you adrift on a raft. I don't know anything about it, but you know.
But yeah, exactly. But you know, it's like if someone's being mean to me on a game, well, I'd find it funny, but. You know, for someone who would actually be hurt by it, just mute them. I don't understand it. I really don't. Like,
I know.
I
need to go back to the 360 days. The voice chats on there, build everybody's like walls up. I think everybody's first game should just be League of Legends.
Oh god.
That way, like we start with the worst and kind of like work our way down.
I can see that. Yeah, just like the age of like 8, just like here, play this game, and then it's just like the worst things ever told to you. Like, what the F are you doing? Come on.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, it brings out the worst in people, but again, it has a mute button. It's really not that complicated of a situation.
Right.
I mean, sure, you can report people, and like I understand a report button, I guess, but it's just I feel like companies are going way too far when they already have a perfectly good system in place to mute people.
Right. There's already a way in place. Just mute them. Stop like being a baby about it. Like, oh, someone said a bad word to me on the internet. Like, what? What's wrong with you?
Okay, so mute
You're
them.
A grown adult. Yeah.
Like mute and block. That's all.
Or say it back. Defend yourself. Right? Like,
well, I mean, so I understand like kids getting their feelings hurt, but again, it's up to the parent to make like, either A, defend the child, or B, explain to them how to block and mute people.
Right.
So, but either way, I mean, it's Blizzard, or for some reason they're like, well, I guess to some degree they know how toxic their community is.
Right.
Which is why they created the Defense Matrix initiative. Which is like a super like cringy Reddit way to like the Defense Matrix XD.
That was like when Discord had their mascot, and it was like all the Flarknots are loading up for Discord. Be right with you, and it's like, okay, please stop. I'm not a child.
And they also announced that like they're gonna require phone numbers, which I to a degree understand. Because like for ranked, especially if you have a two-factor
authorization.
Thank you. Authorization. It stops a lot of hackers or to make bot accounts because most people don't have more than one, phone number. Although you could easily just make one on Google Voice, but whatever. So I understand that aspect. But again, back to this, it's like I feel like they're doing all this for like little to no reason.
Right.
The text file is then analyzed for disruptive behavior by our chat review tools. Chat review bots are terrible. YouTube's bots are terrible. Everyone's bots are terrible. Like, I mean, I guess it depends on how many people are going to play this game, but it's going to be a lot of audio files to go through. Like a lot.
Right. And honestly, like, what's the point, right? Just have it do it and auto detect like certain words. So everybody's gonna say like the F word, or,
right.
There's common curse words that are gonna be said.
Towards
so I don't even know like what they're looking for. And what are they gonna do? Just ban people? Like, and that's it?
I mean, yeah, and Siege they used to have a really bad system because it was a meme, especially at the time, but they like implemented like an instant chat ban system where like if you say certain words you'll get banned. But for example, in Spanish, the term, the color black is negro. But if you type that, like in Spanish, like in a game where you have to describe stuff and they say that like in Spanish channels, they got banned. It's just like, well,
right,
cool. I was literally saying the color. You like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would love to work for this internal task force though. They literally call it a task force. Includes engineers, designers, producers, researchers, data scientists, security analysts. Fair and positive play reaches every group within our task force. Somebody, and I wish it was us, needs to make like a skit of like this task force, like how like the A-team, like all of us getting together. Someone said someone else is ugly. Task force, defense major, get together. Like we're just, like we're all jumping out of stuff. Like, God, I wish we had money. We need a budget.
Yeah,
subscribe
to Patreon.
Yeah, we need a Patreon.
Set up the Patreon.
We need to get enough people for the Patreon. Get us to 1,000. That's our sellout moment. I want to read. There's 576 comments on it. I'm very curious on like the actual blog post. Someone says this is excited to hear, so they're gonna stop bronze and GM streams and the lake, or they're just referring to Toxicity. They don't benefit in some form. Sounds good. An official post, very informative, must read. Jesus. I'm generally worried about having a ton of legit people that can't log in on day one because of technical complications with SMS verification not working right. That's fair. I mean, you should never on a free-to-play game. You should never log in on the first day. Like the servers, no one ever works well with the servers. Servers are always going to be trash.
The servers are going to be super overloaded anyway because Overwatch is just super popular.
Right. It's still super popular. Let's see here. Until they hire people to actually view reports, the system is always going to be abused. People have gone banned for years just for getting mass reported by stacks for things like one tricking. That's fair. The only problem. Oh, okay, yeah. So this guy's name is Deadly Pants. I like that. I mean, they're saying that like there's really no point to doing this when like the reporting system is controlled by bots anyway. Like you need player reviewed. Like people are griefing. Like everyone's on the team is reporting one person on the team for whatever reason, and the bot's like, oh, 5 reports. Okay, we'll just ban this person. You know, that's why bots suck because they can't like differentiate when it's not a real reason.
Right.
Like this is automated. This is such a classic. I don't know what does that mean. This Ninja 3050. Could you explain that? This is such a classic. Oh, I think it was from a song, right? Isn't that like I feel like it's a phrase from a song recently.
It sounds
right,
like
doesn't it? Yeah.
It sounds like something memey to say in like any conversation to add nothing to it.
True. Not a single word about anti-cheat, which is true. They didn't mention anything about anti-cheat. I'm someone who swaps phone numbers pretty frequently because I use non-contract plans, so I'm a bit concerned about getting locked on my account during my next phone swap. Outside of that, this seems like good stuff. Side note, I'm also like Walter White. Hint, hint. Okay, so he didn't say the last part, but I mean,
yeah, that's just kind of.
I mean, it's you're switching phone numbers that often. How do you get in contact with people?
Sounds like something.
Yeah, this seems
really annoying with your life.
Like, because I use non-contract plans, right? But prepaid plans, like you pay by the minute, so you don't change the phone number.
Keep your phone number,
right?
Too, yeah.
So this all right, we need to look into positivity. This person is sus. That's not that. Yeah. That person actually needs to be looked into.
I also assume, right, they're gonna have a way for you to change your phone number in case something happens, right? Like they're not just gonna be like, all right, one and done. You live with that phone number forever now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure in the game they have to provide a way to like you have to live with that phone number forever. Yeah, my phone broke. Yeah, sorry, that's not our problem. Make a new account.
You're never allowed to play Overwatch 2 again. If I even see your name cross my desk, you're done.
If I see a single digit repeated from your old phone number, you're gone.
I'm screaming.
You're gone.
But the first 3 numbers are gonna be the same. It's my state's zip code. No,
it's an area code. It's good to laugh. Yeah, I'd imagine. Oh, you know what? Actually, while we're talking about this, so and I didn't ask for your opinion on it before, or I didn't think about to ask about it, but they said that like if you're starting brand new on this game, like you have to like you. Oh, actually, we did talk about
I told you about that the other day.
Right? Yeah. I honestly I'm not like mad about that because every free to play game is like that. Like that's
everybody's kind of like blowing everything. Every news article about this game, like everybody's blowing it out of proportion, and it's just like I don't know. It's like they've never played a video game in the last 10 years.
Or a free to play game at all.
Yeah. Yeah, but so basically if you never played Overwatch 1 and you're just jumping into Overwatch 2, you're going to have to unlock like all the old characters by just playing the game. Okay? Easy enough. I think they said, what was it? It was 100. Like you have to complete like 100 matches or something to unlock all the original characters, which
that's not really a lot.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
that's
nothing.
Not a lot, you know.
I think I had like 25,000 games on the first game or something like. It's nothing.
Right. It's really nothing.
But of course, everybody's pissy about it, and they're like, "Oh, what do you mean? I gotta unlock them?" You're like, "Yeah,
well, right. Like
we're free to play now. We're gonna give you 5 characters to start with, one of each class type, and that's it. And then you can unlock the other ones as you want.
Right.
So,
and that's the benefit of being someone who bought Overwatch 1, that you're
right.
like character
Right.
progress.
As someone who
right.
played Overwatch 1 a ton when it came out, like, I don't have to worry about that. And if you were a fan, you obviously played the first one.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
what are you crying about?
Right,
Like,
right. They obviously have never played like League of Legends, where there's hundreds that you have to just like grind to unlock that take forever.
right.
You know, it's
Right.
like
Siege, you have to grind to unlock those with the in-game currency. Like,
right. They're
I don't know.
actually blowing that out of proportion. It's like, oh,
This whole like transition from a paid $60 game to free to play is like just breaking their minds.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's actually ridiculous. 100 games is nothing.
Right.
For a game you enjoy, like, it's nothing. Like, absolutely. Like,
Right.
if someone told me the only way to unlock all the Smash characters is by playing 100 online matches, I'd be like, all right, I get that done in like a day. Like, you know, like,
Right.
oh no, I gotta play this game I like, you know. And and for those players, it kind of forces them to try out new characters because, or I guess in this case, old characters, you know, because they're like slowly being unlocked. You know,
Right.
people just want to be coddled, basically. Like, this is every free to play game. In fact, they're being more than. I mean, it's very nice that they're letting the old players benefit by not having to grind for the old characters again, because that'd be dumb. And, you know, for completely new characters, okay, you have a free to play game. No one's charging you. Like,
Right.
so you got to unlock the stuff. And I'm sure if you really want to unlock a character that you've never played before, they're probably going to give you the option to buy it, which, you know, I'm never a fan of buying a character with money in a free to play game. Skins are different, obviously, but yeah, it's just ridiculous. I don't know. People are just like, oh, I got to play.
I like trying to pull it up. Yeah, I had 4,000 games played on the first game. Like, it's nothing. Each game is like 10 minutes long. You'll be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Assuming you like the game, which, I mean, from what I read, it's literally just
and guess what?
Overwatch 1.
If you don't, it's free. Who cares? Delete it. It's gone. Go play whatever.
Do we know if the campaign's going to be free too?
I don't know, because they haven't talked about it.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like, at all.
Well, I mean, because they're like, oh, we're just going to release the online first, you know, which, okay.
Right. I assume the campaign and the survival mode might end up being like a purchase thing.
Yeah, I'm not paying more than like $10. I'm not, you know, it
depends how good the survival mode is. I can't see more than like $40 at the most, but I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. It's about the multiplayer, which is free. So.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, but I'm sure if people got our hot takes, they'd be like, well, no, you don't understand. Well, tough. I don't care. That's right. You know, same goes to you, COD fanboys, and my Warzone comments. I'll never back down. Never. Which got us a little bit viral on TikTok. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, they're a whole different breed.
Right.
Yeah, you guys have fun with your Warzone mobile. Yeah.
Okay.
It hit like, did you see that?
What?
It hit like the most pre-registered game ever. With like 100 million pre-registers or whatever.
Really?
On the Google Play Store, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, hold on. I was trying to look up the number.
Huh.
It crosses 5 million pre-registers on the Google Play Store, which earned everybody an unlock for the game.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, that's fun.
I don't know how you're gonna like actually play that on mobile, but I mean,
it has 15 million total.
That's insane.
But across both.
It's just like, I don't know how you could
like smart devices,
like win those kind
of
win those games with like, you know, touch controls. I just don't see it. But
I tried Call of Duty Mobile when it first came out, and it is like so dumbed down.
Oh,
like
really?
you literally just move and like hold the screen to shoot, and it just like the aim assist is like insane in the mobile version.
Oh, okay.
So,
but I mean, like, for a game like that, I would just have like a Razer Kishi or something.
Right. You get like a backbone or something like that.
Right. That would make it fun. I mean, that'd be a reason to have it, but I'm sure it's going to be like a lot of gigs even on mobile.
Right. Plus, you could just play Call of Duty on the system. What do you need on your phone?
It's also
unless you're that much of a fan.
Right. Are you ready for the internet to explode with some Pokemon news?
Oh yeah.
Wiglet.
Oh my god, he's amazing.
They have
Look
been
at this
slamming out
dude.
good designs, like everything but
Right?
like
Paldea is coming in hot, dude. This is gonna be the best Pokemon game we've gotten in years.
Wiglet. We love
He's
him.
so good.
Yeah, he's a wiggly little boy. He's just
I wonder
also
if his evolution's gonna be like Doug Trio, where it's just like 3 of them.
I mean, I don't know. First of all, we don't even know if it's gonna get an evolution because it's not
Right.
connected to Diglett. But then also, I think if I remember reading it, it's purely water type. I thought it was water ground.
Yeah, it's only water.
Yeah, it's only water.
No,
type.
it's only water.
But I don't know what it could evolve into. Just like 5 Wiglets, like
Yeah, just 3 right next to each other.
Someone put it like it evolves into like a Hydra, and I thought it'd be really cool.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see it like evolve into like a sandworm from like Star Wars, something like that.
Someone on Twitter, it was really good. They're like Alaskan bullworm.
Yes, that's what it should evolve into.
I would love, like this monstrosity. Like I'm talking like Onyx huge. Like that's how I want to see. I want to see it evolve.
Yeah.
So it's even in the trailer they kind of like teased you. They're just like, oh, it's a Paldean Diglett, and then they're like, wait, no, it's not. It's a Wiglet.
Right.
What? It just looks really close because it's got a big honker.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone like loves it.
Oh, it's so great.
It's like for a water type, yeah, I want it. I want it. I want it to have like rap. I want to have Strangle, not rap. I want it to have a move called Strangle. Your Pokemon's losing air. It'll die in 3 turns. Like a Perish song, but choking. Wiglet. Oh, dude,
stop.
Wait, I'm getting turned on. Never mind. Don't stop. I would love to see Leon throw this out like as a tease.
Right.
Just like no one sees it coming, like the tease, because they've done it before, like Blaziken and stuff, where like in the last battle, they'll like the new generation Pokemon, and he just has a Wiglet that just like slams at his team.
Right. It just murders everybody.
It's like
that'd be insane.
What is this Wiglet? It just it's like Dragonite's flying in the sky. Wiglet just goes like Eiffel Tower high to like grab it, slam it to the ground. I love make this thing a monster. Like make it so much longer than it appears. And yeah, it appears long, but like make it so like it'll grab like a flying type and just like what the f is going on?
It just slams it to the ground.
That's yes, exactly. That's how I want it.
Yeah.
Wiglet pokes part of its body out of the sand to feed in the ocean. It's still unclear what the rest of its body hidden in the sand is like, or how long it might be. Says, anyone ever tried the pull on this thing? Just
I don't know.
Like just pull. Is it like a clown scarf situation where it's like you keep pulling, it just never stops.
It never ends.
Yeah, it never ends. Look, all I know is that I want it on my team now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's too
10
good.
out of 10 design.
Yeah, I don't know
Pokemon
who they
Company. You're putting out all the stops. Pooper, Wiglet, Pinto, all the starters. Yeah.
So far. I mean, I personally don't like that poison normal.
Grafai.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
Right, like it's definitely the weakest, but it's still like not bad.
Right, exactly. The Mega Man clones.
Mega Man clones are heat. All the starters are heat. The little baby starters is amazing.
We haven't seen the bird, right?
Cloth.
Oh, Cloth. Cloth. Perfect. Yes, I would die for Cloth. I can't wait for it to be on my team.
He's so good. Lechonk. Let's talk about this golden god here.
The next Bidoof question mark?
Seriously.
I just can't unsee the pig from Wind Waker. It's just like it's burned into my brain.
He's so perfect, dude. I love this meme. It's just like friendship ended with Wooloo. Now Lechonk is my best friend.
Let's get to the last.
So good.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
All right, let's see. Okay, we got 2 more to go. All right, Among Us apparently is a sex game now. And, like, I don't know how else to put it. Literally, people are. Just to clarify, this is from Kotaku. Woo. Filtering through the Northern American server Among Us, users will stumble across a variety of oddly titled lobbies: horny RP only, single girl, or even horny Bakugo RP. Oh man, dude, this is where we.
Dude, they're keeping the game alive. You know, we switch from like this worldwide phenomena to this, whatever this is.
Like, and they actually screenshot it. There's like, oh my god, there's one called I send D pics.
Oh my gosh.
Horny fem RP, Poppy, Tiny.
Wow.
If the username doesn't reflect anything sexual or anime related, the players are generally kicked as soon as they load in.
Wow.
Dude, what do we got to name ourselves? Like Goons, Games, and G-Strings.
Yeah, name it like Mike C. Literus or something like that.
Oh my god. However, the most common chat phrase uttered as an introduction would be Snapchat ? This is like most users I spoke with reported their ages between 14 and 17. Okay, that's a red flag. Out of all the rooms I attempted to gain interest to, only 1 out of 20 people claimed to be above 18. All right, that's really messed up. The younger players generally are searching for boyfriends and girlfriends, while older players stated they were interested in sexual role play.
All right, so whoever wrote this article should be arrested. For hanging out with these underage people.
I swear, I was in investigative journalism. Okay, pervert, whatever you say.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
What was your name? Icy Wiener? Yeah, you're going to jail.
Oh my god. The game. It's just crazy. I mean, like, first of all, don't join this. Like,
right? Don't go in there.
Do not go in there. You will.
It's 100% a trap by the FBI or something.
Absolutely.
Like anybody who goes in there is like, "Who are you? How old are you?"
Yeah,
You're getting arrested.
like
honestly, if you even boot up Among Us right now, the cops are gonna be at your door.
You're gonna log in and it's just a character that says Chris. Like, take a seat right here.
Yeah.
How
I'm Chris Hansen. This is To Catch a Predator.
Exactly. The lobby said
sus? Question mark.
The lobby said 16 and under. Why'd you join? You know
what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
So you join a lobby that says 16 and under, and your name is Horny Boy. Interesting. Well,
that's a really. We should do a YouTube video where we like role play as Chris Hansen and go in there and just be like, "Hey, I'm Chris Hansen. Why don't you sit down with me? Why don't you come to the vent with me?" That sounds so funny. Oh my god!
Take a seat right here. Get in the boat. with me. Yeah. So you're
pull the camera up. Here, come here. Look, show his face. Yep, that's him.
Your name is above 18, and yet you join a server that says 13 and below. Huh? That's why'd you join? Huh? We got the chat logs. Look at this.
That's what you were saying.
First you said Snapchat ? Like, oh, yeah. Dude, we're on to something.
Dude,
this
sounds amazing. Does Chris Hansen have a Twitter? Is he alive still? I need to like send him this information to let him come back to the limelight.
Yeah, that's right.
He's just like recording himself on Twitch, like this is catching predators.
This is how I get predators now. Dude, I swear I'm not sus. You're not Chris. Does he? I feel like he started like 3 different like organizations that all
Yeah,
like
I don't think they do To Catch a Predator anymore. He was doing it on like YouTube after ABC or whatever dropped it, and then they stopped doing it for some reason.
oh, he's on Cameo. We need the
Yes. I just need him to say I'm Chris Hansen and this is To Catch a Predator, and we just like audio file that into like the chat for Among Us.
Dude, this is man.
That's hilarious.
It's so good. Okay, we need
Nobody go on to Among Us unless you're playing with a pre-made group.
Yeah, right.
Don't join any games.
This is our warning, right? Literally, it's a trap. God, that was awesome. And then more horny news. Again, based on our thumbnail, you might be thinking, "What are you talking about?
What is that?
What is this?" So, I really, really hope people check out this video, particularly for the thumbnail. But there's censored images of like the chef from Kirby. His name's Chef Kawasaki, and it's just like censored because they're all like very what's the word? Explicit.
Lewd.
Very lewd. Yeah. Yes, very lewd. But like, even if they were uncensored, like it probably still wouldn't be a problem.
It wouldn't show anything,
right?
Because he's so big. Yeah.
Right. But so some hero made a card game out of this. He made like a physical card game inspired by the waves of memes that outfit the jumbo chef in the tight-fitting two-piece bathing suit. It was on a website called Booth.pm, a Japanese online marketplace for independent creators. Apparently at a really low sale point, and is sold out. But then HAL Laboratory caught wind of it and served notice. I mean, wouldn't this fall for parody? I feel like it'd fall under parody.
Right, it would be okay.
Like, obviously, your demographic, people who buy Kirby games aren't like.
Right.
You know,
not like a mustache on him or something, distinguish him or whatever. Put like a bag over his head, but like a really bad bag, and like still have the chef hat on it so we know who it is.
My favorite one is where the guy's like, he has like a picture or like his phone out and is taking a picture of him on an escalator, so it's under the skirt.
Yeah.
That's so
that and the bunny one where he's just like dancing. Damn it, they're so good. I want them so bad. I need to get in contact with the creator. Just be like, look, dude, I don't care how much it is. You make it for me and send it to me.
Oh my god. Like
That's so
like
funny.
yeah, it's all in Japanese, but like on his Twitter it has like the playing cards, and he has like an art set.
Yeah, I want like posters of it. It's so funny.
Walk in.
People just walk into my house like, yeah, this is art. Do you see this? This is peak male physique.
This is NFTs I would want. You know? Like,
yes. See? Why are we not NFTing this stuff?
Right, the good stuff.
Did you see the bondage ones where he's like tied up? This is insane.
Oh man, dude.
I love it. Oh my god,
we need it.
What a hero.
Oh my dude,
one day.
One day. Hopefully like a Christmas or birthday present, or maybe like a really awesome dedicated fan will like years down the line just like, you know, surprise us with an unboxing and just like
he has a lot of the arts like posted.
Yeah.
I need to just like copy and paste them and just like get them printed and be like, I'll finish what you started, hero. Don't worry.
I'll finish this journey. I promise.
I'll take on Nintendo. Don't you worry. HAL Laboratories ain't taking us down.
I'll take the ring to Mordor. Don't you worry. I got this, man. I got this, fam.
Oh, I'm following him. I need to see more art by him.
My God, dude,
what else comes out of his brain? Who's he gonna tackle next, right?
Like what if like an amazing first like impression, like that's the starting point. Like you have such a high bar to
right. HAL Labs should just hire him. He obviously knows what he's doing, right? they ever get into the NSFW game market, like this guy is already in it.
Yeah, I have to follow him on Twitter. It's just like it's too fun. Oh my god!
I don't know how to say his name, but everybody go follow. Oh, it's at KWSK Karuta on Twitter. Go follow him. He's so good.
And he follows a nobody. What a
he has like 10,000 followers and follows nobody.
This guy is a monster.
He scrolls through Twitter just like with the recommended tweets. That's insane.
I really want to read what like these say, like what the characters are saying, you know. Oh dude, this is so so good, dude. This you know, sometimes the Nobel Prize is awarded to those who don't deserve it, but this hero, like,
right, he deserves
if someone told me, like, all right, who gets it? Someone who saved the planet from like an asteroid, or this artist, I'm gonna have to pick this guy.
Yeah.
Oh man. I as long as like, so like I okay, to a degree I can understand that he's trying to make a profit off someone else's IP, but even though maybe in, you know, Japan or whoever, they have different copyright laws and stuff like that. I can't imagine they can strike him down on like his Twitter because it's just art if he's not selling it, you know?
Right, it's just fan art. So like his Twitter's probably fine.
Right.
But the fact that he was like profiting off of it is what like Hal didn't like, I guess.
Dude,
I gotta see if anybody got it on like eBay. I'm gonna have fever dreams thinking about this now that I can't have it. Just like night sweats. God, I need it. The Chef Kawasaki.
You're at work. Gosh. You're like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I
gotta go look at something. Look, I gotta go home. It's been a rough day.
Imagine being caught like looking at this on your computer. Like, how do you explain this? It's not even like, it's not cute anime girl. It's
right. It's this chicken McNugget with a chef hat.
I have very refined taste. This is what gets me. Dude.
This is what I like.
Dude,
God.
This is the person I
can
want
get
the
those
podcast.
deck of cards for us,
dude,
go find it.
Please
get it for us. Let us know.
Oh man. All right. God, that was one of the
amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, I think that's it, right? That's all we got for tonight.
Well, I got one more special announcement that Skyrim is now releasing its 8th version, 19th release on the Switch. The Skyrim Anniversary Edition is coming to Switch for a full $70.
Woo! So
everybody enjoy.
Oh, Todd Howard, you did it again. Yes.
We've been blessed. You know, we thought we'd get out of 2022 with only one Skyrim release. No.
He's like,
no. We got another.
He's tweeting out, like, guys, Skyrim is off of Stadia, ... But it's coming to Switch again.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. 2 Skyrim games on the same console. Yes.
Woo!
Dude, he's
full price. Give us that money.
More than full price. It's $70. Yes. Dude, I love you, Todd Howard. Thank you.
Woo. Thank you, Todd.
Oh.
We always appreciate it.
I always
can't wait to see what system gets it next.
Stadia 2?
Stadia 2? Electric Boogaloo?
Stadia 2, PS6, PS5 again?
Yes. I'm loving it. PSVR 2. That's the next system to get it.
Oh, definitely.
Calling it now. There we go.
Absolutely. Like, there's no doubt about it. But that's the show, guys. We hope you enjoyed. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Everywhere you find us. TikTok, YouTube, get us monetized so we get to 1,000, make some money to make funny skits. Raise 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you listen to us. Remember, the VODs are also on Spotify, which is pretty dope. We got the Instagram for the fresh, new, cool people. Facebook for the old people. Twitter also for new people because I messed it up, and then Discord for anyone who wants to talk to us and be part of our nice little social circle. Derek, any last words? You got 6 seconds.
Rate us. 10 ratings by next Friday.
Yes.
Do you hear me?
Do it. All right, have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.